Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FsPassengers with me, MUHerd37. We are in Lexington, Kentucky. If you remember when we came in here, it was so freaking stormy, we ended up having to go around, and such crazy wind and everything. In this episode, we're going to go into, I think it's Belleville, Illinois, to Scott Air Force Base. That was requested that I go there. I actually was going to go there last episode, but we had to stop in Lexington because I wasn't so sure that we were going to be able to get there in one flight. So we stopped here. So let's go up to, I think I got the parking brake. No, parking brake is not on. Alright, now we can get this thing going. Get our passengers all set first. You can hear those people. Oh, it's so loud. Alright, 55%. That's... Can't remember the exact how long it actually takes. Let me set the type real quick, because I don't think it'll tell us how far it is. KBLV, there you go, Scott Air Force Base in America.
Destination set.
Let's see, it doesn't say how far it is. I'm a little afraid to... I think we'll just do no luggage this time. Alright, so at 58% we should be able to get there, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and load it up.
Instrument, check flight control, check handset cable queue.
Make sure we got our passengers.
Flaps up.
There we go, all 5 of them. Alright, move this up over here. Have them get their seatbelts on. I gotta remember how to do this. It's been a couple weeks. I got a couple flights done right before I had to leave, and I'm about to leave again to go to some more family. There's the fuel. Alright, oh, I can't remember what we did with this. I think we left it off. I'm gonna leave that off. Can turn our battery on. Turn on the nav. We're gonna leave that off as well. We'll just take we're gonna have to get dinged, you know, like I talked about that last time. We're just gonna have to get dinged. I can't remember if we do that all the way or not. I don't think so. Put like a lower idle kind of position. Let's turn on the mags, the fuel pump. See if she gets started up here. All right. Can put both those up there. Turn off the fuel pump, turn on the alternator. Get right engine mags, fuel pump. So we can get her started up. Alright, full mixture. Turn off the fuel pump and turn on the alternator. So at least we know we've got power. No, we don't need the prop heat. Windshield heat. Weather is actually very nice. It's hot as hell, though. I live a couple hours away. Even when I was down, I was actually right near there last week, or almost 2 weeks ago now. Man, it was hot as hell. Pitot heat. Got our avionics on. And that is good. We've got our flight director. That's the flight director and the autopilot. Don't need the yaw damper on. Alright, let's see if I can see how far it is. Where is the distance? See, it doesn't have distance over here. Oh, you know what? I didn't load this thing up with it. Oh, no. Let's see if I have the talent to remember how to do this. Waypoint. KBLV. Oh, no, that was not it. Here we go. I'm gonna have to zoom in here. GHIJK. Let's see if we can get to KBLV. That is B, right? Yes, that was B. KBLV. Kabul? No, I don't want to go to Kabul. KBLV. There we go. Scott Air Force Base. I can't remember. Do we just say enter? Activate, yes. Alright, this is 248 nautical miles. I can't believe I actually was able to do that. Actually, I can't believe it. Because I should be able to do that. Spent so much time in that Cessna with that GPS and everything. I don't know why it starts out at 500 nautical miles. Like, why would I want it on 500 nautical miles? Not even 100. Not even 80. Yeah, don't put it on 30. Oh, all this time we should have been talking to them because they're going to have to tell us what runway to take off. We're departing to the west.
Lexington ground, Yankee Echo 7904 with Oscar. Request taxi for takeoff, west departure. Yankee Echo 7904, taxi to and hold.
Runway 4. Runway 4.
Alpha. Contact tower on 119.1 when ready.
Alright, acknowledge them.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 4 using taxiway Charlie Alpha, Yankee Echo 7904.
040. Put that there. There we go. Turn on the progressive taxi. Alright. Let's turn on the taxi light. Not gonna mess with any of the other lights. However, let's put up our yoke. Alright, let's head over to our runway. Come on, plane. You can do it. There we go. Acting like she didn't want to move there for a bit. Now she's just going. Do our little U-turn. Let's go over to the runway. I don't know, will it be this one, right? Yes, it probably will be that one. Judging by the heading. I wish we could take off runway 22. It's just right over here. But runway 4. Going the other way. Kinda. Guess it's not that much of a big difference from 22. A little bit, not much. Gonna be quite different than last time, man. If you all can remember, man, we had some flights there, including this one, where the weather was just insane. I mean, it's really fun. It's really fun to fly in. It looks really cool, just because, you know, flying in crazy weather with the rain and all the clouds and everything. But I mean, it makes it so damn difficult. It was so weird because when we were flying in here, I had the autopilot on. We were flying GPS or ILS, and it wouldn't even line up. It was crazy. It's like it couldn't line up. The wind was just too bad. It was just knocking us off course. Went around and came back and almost had a good landing. It wasn't all that good if I remember correctly. It started out being good, but then I hit the... I can't remember what I did at the end. I screwed it up a little bit. But it was not an easy landing. I was hoping there was going to be another turnoff before the end of the runway. Or else I would have probably tried to take off from where we just turned. So we don't need a ton of runway. We'll put out a couple notches of flaps. And we'll turn off right here. Like I say, we don't need a ton of runway. This plane, such a small plane. Alright, turn right here. Whoa. Sorry, I'm used to flying the huge jet aircraft right now. Alright, stop right here. They didn't care. That's good. There we go. We can press. I thought it said cancel it. Notice request. Oh, are the cowlings open or closed? Alright. Should have already opened them. Nice. Alright, just making sure he ain't lying. Let's go. Let's turn on our strobes. Landing lights. Set strobe on. What if we turn it this way? FIN strobe. I don't know what that means. And apparently nobody else knows what it means because nobody else is answering. Oh, you know what? I just realized I've got my mesh and my textures is set to Europe. That kind of sucks. But it also has local meshes, so I think we'll be alright. Who knows about the textures? I don't know. Oh man, I cannot turn all of a sudden. Alright. Had I tried this the other way, the runway wouldn't have been long enough, I can now tell. So I'm glad we went all the way down here. I guess that was basically the end of the runway, huh? Alright, let's get her airborne. Really wanting to go left, man. I'm almost full rudder to the right. Positive rate gear up. Yeah, my textures and everything is set to Europe, because I've been flying in Europe, doing air hauler and everything. Actually, I'm not even sure if my textures are in Europe, come to think about it, because I've been doing some other flights as well. Alright. Completely got rid of the flaps. They're retracted. Alright, we'll go ahead and close the cowlings. I hate flying one-handed. There we go. Can't even see what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and adjust our heading as well. Over to where we want to go. Now I wanted to take a look out here. If I could. At Lexington. Got some family just moved from Philadelphia down to Georgetown. My sister, actually, and her husband and kids. Alright, so about lined up on the heading. Turn on the autopilot. The heading. I gotta remember how to do the vertical sweep. Can't ever remember that. Okay, so we're trimmed at 12. I'm afraid to even hit it. See if it brings it down to 10. There's 11. I don't know, it might actually be working. I'm not going to hit it though. Let's turn our taxi light off. Because I think it is working. And then when we get up to our altitude, we'll hit altitude and it'll hold it. As for the descent is always hard as heck to do in this plane. Where is Lexington? Oh, there. That's why. It's like I know there's Lexington here. Yeah, on the way back, I was like, man, I'd like to, wish I could go over there, take some pictures or something. .92. I actually saw there's actually a fairly good-sized commercial plane landing, I remember. Like to have seen it. Alright, well guys, we're all well on our way. So we do have a good little distance to go. What's that, 244, I think? 244 nautical miles, something like that. Move my range down again. I don't know why they keep resetting it. This thing resets itself as well as when we're going to land and everything. It's been really... I gotta say, I don't like this plane very much. I'll be quite honest. desired track 284. We're going 294? No, that's 284. Alright. But we're a little to the right, obviously. Try and get over a little bit. Then fly a 284. Alright, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. We're going to try and make it up to 14,500 feet. Might stop at 12.5. But that's the plan for right now, so I'll go ahead and speed it up, and I'll be back in just a bit.
descending below 10,000.
Alright, everybody. We're about 23 miles out. And we've come down to 5,000 feet. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit up KBLV. It's got Air Force Base. There you go. Get up the tower.
Mid-America Tower, Yankee Echo 7904 is 22 miles east with Kilo to land. Yankee Echo 7904, Mid-America Tower, 5 left, downwind.
Ah, come on, man.
Altimeter 2996.
2996, alright. I wonder if they got another one. That crap.
Flight left, traffic runway 14 left, Yankee Echo 7.
So that's basically almost coming right back around. So we'll go out to the right just a little bit. As you can see, 1-4 right there. One four left. Let's hit up the map. I was gonna say path. 1-4 left. See what the ILS is. Is there 2 airports there? Or is that just the other runway? Other runway. KBLV. See 14 left. 111.15. 111.15. So let's tune this 111.15. Move that up. We go 111.15. Same down here. 111.15. Move that on up. All right. So that's at 30 nautical miles. Let's see if... Yeah. Can't really see. So that's got to be us right there. Although it seems like it's a little... It should be more down here. To be quite honest. I don't know if that's the ILS on ours or not. It can't be, because that's coming back like this. I'm not sure, I didn't look and see what other runways there were. I can't believe that would be us. Alright, now that we're back at normal, I'm going to try... Alright, there we go. I'll just pitch it down. Let me slow down. Pitch it down. We'll get down to 3,000 feet. See, there it goes. It changes itself again. I hate that. I hate that about this plane. We'll get down to about 3,000 feet. So I can't remember how to control it like this. Once we've got it set for the ascent, I can't seem to be able to change it for the descent. I was able to do it once before, once or twice, but I think I had to like turn it off and turn it back on. But I've tried that in some other flights, and it still didn't work. So I'm not sure how I ever did it. I did it once or twice. Not sure how. It's a stupid thing. Yes, I know we're coming up on some airspace. I'm gonna go to about 3,000 feet. Pitch down a little too much. You know? And see, with the map changing, I can't always. That's probably our airport up here. I can't always realize exactly how far we are. This thing is just dumb. I don't know why you would have it change on its own. But yeah, I don't see the runways 14. So I'll take it down to about 2,500 feet. I was going to go to 3,000. But I think if we don't go out too far, I want to be closer to 2,500. I'm actually going to straighten it out. I think I may have done too much if this really is our... Actually, if I was at 2,500 and coming in here, it would be much... not very good. And that's 30 nautical miles, so really, I'm not sure if that's 30 nautical miles from the center or what. Either way, we need to be... down around, I want 2,500 at the most. See, it just went to 20 nautical miles. I hate all these messages, man. I like to clear those up. I cannot stand it. Having these messages and alerts flashing at me. Alright, so we're actually below the glide slope, which is just fine, but as we get closer, of course, we'll be moving closer to it. Alright, we're at 2,600. I don't know why I messed with that. That's not going to do anything. Oh, I just hit 2,580. I did it 2,580 for some reason. I'm not sure why I did that. I need to go to a full mixture as well. So you can see we're coming right up on the glide slope. Can't see the runways still from our plane. Probably should have gone a little bit wider so we'll have a longer approach so we can get lined up better. There's 1-4 left, that can't be it. Well, I'm not sure how many runways the Air Force Base has, but it just is too angled. It's like lined up this way. It's almost like a 9. That's 9, sorry. So that can't be it. That's 12. 14 would be over here, so it would be slightly angled this way. That's what I don't understand right here. It seems like we're so close to the ground as well. A little more power. See, I don't know if we should make our turn to it or not. Just not being able to see this is kind of annoying. See, I can't zoom in because we still can't see it. It just doesn't make sense to me that the other runways don't really show up. My only thing is that's gotta be us, I guess. I just don't get it though. me check the map. Something on the map. Let's see what other runways they even have. It's probably going to say none. Alright, so it is just the 2 runways, so it's got to be us. It's got to be this one right here. So let's start heading right around in here. We're going to be a little too far out. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit as well. Let's cut in a little bit. I don't want to be clear. We're at 2,600 feet. There's no reason to go clear on all the way out. Can't really see it because the collar's there either. As you can see, we're pretty close. Alright, let's slow it down. Once again, we're going a little too far out. Let's start cutting back around. It's just hard to gauge the distance as well. I can't remember, where is the course button? Is it this the course? No. Oh, damn. There we go. It seems like we have a course button, but I can't remember where it is. We change this around. We've gone too far. Apparently we're a little high as well. Though it seems like we should be able to get down quite easily. We need to go further over, because we went too far. We're lined up more for 14 right than left.
Yankee Echo 794 cleared to land. Runway 14 left.
Yeah, see, we're too high, obviously. Acknowledge that.
Land. Runway 14 left.
Get rid of the autopilot.
904.
Drop the gear. Autopilot's not there, it's disconnected. One notch of flaps. Why is my autopilot? Damn, it's like I was hitting the button, but I don't know, that was awkward. Very awkward. Let's go over to the left. We need to kill some altitude. Yeah, we ended up coming at this. What I didn't want to do, too. We're at full flaps. I misjudged it again. I really have problems with this GPS. Kind of annoying. Alright, we're coming up on the glide slope. I just saw we got 1 red. I believe, yeah. So 3 white, 1 red. Like I say, we're at full flaps. Everything should be good. Just need to get down a little quicker. Looks like we're basically right on it. Alright, we're a little low now. Trying to trim this thing out. Alright. Still a little low. Just slow down just a little bit. Now we're even lower. We level out. slow down a little bit. Leveling out will help that. We're a little off to the left as well. Alright, we're coming back on the glide slope. Can't imagine we're that high. Or I should say that low. Ended up over on the left. Come back. Come back. Oh, that was horrible by me. I was on the rudder when we touched down. That was not good.
Yankee Echo 794, exit runway when able.
Trying to hit it right here. Gotta also think about the passengers. I don't want to whoop it around. That was a terrible landing. I mean, I was using the rudder.
Yankee Echo 794, contact ground on 119.2.
Alright.
119.2 for Yankee Echo.
That was almost disastrous. To parking.
Ground, Yankee Echo 794, taxi.
Landing lights off.
Yankee Echo
Strobe off.
794, taxi to general aviation parking.
Taxi light on. Acknowledge that.
To fuel, Yankee Echo 794.
Cowling's open. Alright, they didn't give us the option. Where's... They didn't give us progressive taxi. That kind of sucks. Looks like over here is the only place to park. What happens if I bring that back up? No, there's no progressive taxi. Alright, well, we'll just have to taxi straight ahead. We'll have to find our own place to park, I guess. Hell, I'll just pull straight ahead if I can. Although this... I mean, hell, it just kind of ended. I don't know where the hell we are. Let's just pull straight ahead. Maybe because it's an Air Force base, it doesn't have, like, a normal taxi here? I don't know. They didn't give me a progressive taxi. Maybe that's why. I don't really know. Alright, let's just stop right here. We're probably a little far away from the grass, but that's alright. Parking brake is on. Alright. Cutting the fuel. You all can take your seatbelts off. Open the door for you, because I'm such a nice guy. Taxi light off, nav off, mags off, alternators off, batteries off. Turn this stuff off as well. And we're completely shut down. You can close the cowlings again. But it looks like everything is off. Alright, and they just all got out. I didn't hear any people. It's kind of different. Alright, let's end this flight. Flight distance 247 nautical miles. Time airborne hour 46. Flight time 1:53. Time on the ground 12 minutes. Average speed 139.47 knots. Climb time 15:48. Cruise time an hour 3 minutes. Average cruise speed was 151.67 knots. Descent time 27:43. Landing speed 79.95 knots. Landing touchdown 60.8 at KISS. Landing pitch 4.01. Landing weight 4,504 pounds. Total fuel use 240 pounds. Climb fuel use 52. Cruise fuel 137 pounds. Cruise fuel burn per hour 131 pounds. Descent fuel use 50 pounds. Ticket income $1,148. We used $228 in fuel. Airport taxes $4. Insurance costs $49. Total income $867. Total income times the 50, $43,350. Considering that the flight was perfect, the tickets price good. Passengers on this flight think that your company's reputation should be 100%. So we increased 0.45 to 95.52%. Overall flight result perfect. Pilot was 230. Made a very smooth landing plus 50. Perfect flight, no problems, and was very satisfied. Passengers 150. Correct airport 30. And we only lost 50. Nice. Beacon lights must be activated as soon as engine is running. You forgot them. No, I did not. But I do remember that because I think that's the best we've ever done, just losing 50 in this plane. Alright, we're at Scott Air Force Base. I kind of like that we pulled in here instead of going over there. It's probably when we spawn, or when I load up, we'll probably be over there somewhere. But not a bad flight until the landing, man. We were left, and then I was going over to the right, and I tried to use the rudder to get back left, and then the wheels touched, and that was disastrous. Shouldn't land like that, obviously. And I'll probably get some comments about that. Alright, but that's it for right now. We're in, was it Belleville, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, I do believe. So, I don't know where we'll go next. Maybe head to the south or the north, I'm not sure. I'll take a look at the map and see where we're going to go next. But that's it for this episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next flight.